Hello and welcome to the news at 10 on NTA News24. We are live in Abuja and I'm Zenret Dingmun. Let's begin with the headlines. Nigeria sets to launch second phase of Nigeria Jubilee Fellows program to create 20,000 jobs annually.
In scaling NJFE 2.0, inclusivity must remain at the heart of our design.
Nigeria Labour Congress meets affiliate unions in the education sector, works towards resolving lingering industrial disputes. Federal Road Safety Corps upgrades printing facility to 15,000 driver's licenses daily, says days of long waitings are over. China commends Nigerian government over successful rescue of 4 of its kidnapped citizens in Kwara State.
It's very good in reducing blood pressure and ensuring even in focus, mental focus.
The Vice President, Kashim Shettima, is in Katsina State for the official visit. Now let's join Awal Salisu with details of the office engagements.
And let's not forget the drinks. Yes, thank you very much. I'm Awal Salisu, live from Katsina. 9 expanded Katsina National SME Values Medium Enterprises SMC Clinic, which will be inaugurated by the Vice President. Then, as you can see, is set for the Vice President Kashim Shettima to these national, very important national activities. And I'm able to pull aside Vice Chairman of Katsina SME, Katsina State and had decided to shed more light on this.
Yeah, as we are aware, this is an extended national MSME clinic that has been named Katsina 2025 and is being hosted by Katsina small scale enterprise agency, which is a primary agency and the branch of excellence. What he has succeeded in doing since we have moved office is to ensure that he replicated the successes of recorded as the first Director General of
Thank you, Awal. We hope to get more details much later. Now, the Federal Ministry of Youth Development has taken a significant step towards revitalizing youth leadership in Nigeria by inaugurating an interim committee to oversee the affairs of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN. Now, this development comes after a period of internal disputes and organizational challenges that have hindered the Council's ability to effectively represent and mobilize young Nigerians. The interim committee, composed of key stakeholders and experienced youth leaders, has been tasked with stabilizing the council, restoring its credibility, and preparing for a free, fair, and inclusive election that will usher in a new era of youth representation. Now, joining us today to speak on this crucial mandate is the newly appointed interim chairman of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Barrister Buhari Ibrahim Shehu. With a background in law and youth advocacy, Barrister Shehu brings both legal insight and leadership experience to this transitional phase. You're welcome to the news, Barrister Buhari.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Good morning, my fellow Nigerians and Nigerian youths.
Okay. Now, very briefly, let's begin this way. Explain to us what prompted the Federal Ministry of Youth Development to intervene in the affairs of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, and how would you describe the state of the council prior to this interim committee's inauguration?
The National Youth Council of Nigeria is an umbrella organization recognized by government as an umbrella institution for all Nigerian youth, which is principally the link between the youth and the government. It has been in existence for quite a long time, but in recent times, a lot of leadership crisis erupted, where we have factional leaders at various different times. And as we speak now, we have not less than 2 persons ascribing themselves as presidents of the council and having their respective factions across the states. Now, not only that, infractions of the Constitution is glaring, where the Constitution is being changed and amended at the whims and caprices of some of the leadership of the council. So this has brought a lot of discomfort and disorientation to the youth, particularly those participating in council activities where the council has no direction, and by virtue of the powers conferred on the Corporate Affairs Commission, having received a lot of complaints and petitions, it invoked its powers under sections 8, subsection 1C and D of the Corporate and Allied Matters Act, and now withdrew the certificate of the council and now appointed a caretaker committee with the mandate to look into the affairs of the council, stabilize the council, make necessary amendments of the Constitution where necessary, and conduct free and fair elections that will give you the youth the mandate and the ability to continue with their affairs accordingly.
Okay, now you've stated that your mandate is to stabilize, the commission. So what are your immediate priorities for stabilizing the NYCN, and also how do you plan to ensure transparency and inclusiveness in the lead up to the next election?
So first and foremost, we, as a committee, we come together, having been inaugurated to start our mandate. We come together and agreed that, okay, the very first thing we must do, this is an affair of the youth, we must carry on consultations, meet with various stakeholders, even including the factions, hear from them, sit with them, and fashion out ways that will stabilize the council. So first and foremost, we have had a reconciliation committee that will sit with all factions and see what are their grievances, why won't all the youth come together and see how to fashion, how to move forward? Now, beside reconciliation, we have consultations that we'll make across the 36 states of Nigeria to hear from all sides and then come up with a constitution that will be accepted and that will guide the affairs of the council without any rancor. So these are the measures so far we have taken to see how we will continue with the responsibilities on us.
Okay, now you've made mention of how you're going to, strategize to build trust between these factions, which was what I wanted to ask. But now looking forward, what is your vision for a reformed and functional NYCN, and how can the council play a more active role in shaping youth development policies and national discourse?
Now, you see, the essence of the Youth Council is to give youth the chance to come closer to government, to advocate for policies that will benefit the Nigerian youth, which constitute more than 60% of the population. So we intend to have a robust and a reliable constitution that will give only the youth. If I say only the youth, I mean people between the ages of 18 and 35, the ability to carry out their affairs, to manage their affairs and come closer to government. Now, we intend to introduce a lot of clauses into the Constitution which mandates that for any person to be a leader at the council, he must have undergone certain leadership training, he must have undergone certain integrity screening, and other things that will reshape his thought, that will make the leadership to focus only on the youth and not to focus on their selfish interests or interests of political class.
So thank you so much, Barrister Ibrahim, for finding time to tell us about your strategies. And we do hope that you succeed in your endeavor.
Amen. Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
All right. So next we'll take a break. The news returns shortly. Stay with us.
The power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to...
The only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products.
100% natural tomato. Better food na correct.
Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Arisco tomato paste, the taste of Nigeria.
This is NTA News.
Thanks for staying tuned. Now, the federal government is targeting the creation of at least 20,000 jobs annually through the launch of the second phase of the Nigeria Jubilee Fellows program, aimed at connecting high-potential graduates with real-world work experience, training, and mentorship. Vice President Kashim Shettima, ahead of the flag-off, inaugurated the project steering committee of the NJFP 2.0 with a charge to members to make sure the program is inclusive. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports.
A high-level policy dialogue on job creation with the theme From Skills to Job and Enterprises, driving youth employment and entrepreneurship in key economic sectors. The Nigeria Jubilee Fellows Program, a flagship initiative of the federal government, being coordinated by the Office of the Vice President, is implemented by the United Nations Development Program and funded by the European Union.
In scaling NJFP 2.0, inclusivity must remain at the heart of our design. And our young people are not a homogeneous group. They live in different realities across regions, genders, and social backgrounds. We must ensure that this opportunity reaches every corner of the country.
And we believe very much in the power of this program to transform the lives of young Nigerians, and we want to see it grow. And Your Excellency, we look very much to your continued support in the actualization of the full mandate of the project.
Launched in 2022 to bridge the gap between skills, jobs, and enterprise, the program has already empowered over 14,000 young Nigerians through the 12-month paid fellowships that build experience, confidence, and lasting career opportunities.
It shows that this administration is not only focused on policy, it's focused on impact. Through NJFP 2.0, we are demonstrating how government-led programs can translate into real opportunities for decent work and enterprise creation for young Nigerians.
The Nigeria Jubilee Fellows Program is one of the several opportunities created by the government of President Tinubu to turn skills into jobs, ideas into enterprises, and hope into results. From the State House, Abdurrahman Jibrila, NTA News.
Frivolous appeals, alleged intimidation of judges, and judgments delivered on grounds of technicalities are some of the challenges impeding the war against corruption in Nigeria. President Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, stated this while declaring open the 7th Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the National Judicial Institute Capacity Building Workshop for Judicial Officers. State House correspondent Abdurrahman Jibrila reports.
This annual event, 7th in the series, is a meeting of two reliable partners expected to exchange ideas to ensure the prevention of corruption and administration of justice to build public trust in governance, with the theme Enhancing Justice in the Fight Against Economic and Financial Crimes.
The Commission is disturbed by the trend in which some judges of state high courts issue orders to apprehend the powers of the Commission to investigate money laundering cases, even though it is clearly established that those matters are outside their purview. More worrisome is the fact that most of those decisions are made ex parte. Even where the Commission appeals, there are no restraints in making contempt decisions against it.
We must remain proactive and adaptive, ensuring that the law continues to keep pace with the innovations that criminals exploit. The judiciary remains the last line of defense against impunity. The fight against economic and financial crimes cannot succeed if the judiciary falters. Each ruling, each judgment carries implications that extend far beyond the courtroom. They either strengthen or weaken the people's faith in the capacity of the law to hold all persons accountable, regardless of status, power, or privilege.
Fighting corruption requires political will and the three arms of government to create strong fiscal institutions that will promote integrity and accountability for economic growth.
As an administration, we have prioritized public accountability by strengthening the anti-corruption agencies and according them the needed independence to execute their statutory mandates. This enabling environment is evident in the impact that has been made in the last 2 years. The EFCC, for example, has recorded over 7,000 convictions in the first 2 years of the present administration, and recovered assets in excess of 500 billion naira. Recovered proceeds of crime by the agency are being plugged back into the economy to fund critical social investment programs, including the students' loan and consumer credit schemes.
The war against corruption demands a trinity of virtue: an independent judiciary, a disciplined enforcement community, and a vigilant citizenry. Where these three stand united, no portraits of corruption can stand.
At the end of this engagement, issues of misuse of security votes, justice administration, and other collective actions in winning the war against economic and financial crimes in Nigeria is expected to be addressed. In Abuja, Abdurrahman Jibrila, NTA News.
And in a renewed effort to end lingering industrial disputes across Nigeria's tertiary institutions, the Nigeria Labour Congress has met with all its affiliate unions in the education sector. Now, at the meeting in Abuja, NLC President Comrade Joseph Ajaero says a comprehensive framework has been developed to guide ongoing discussions and ensure lasting resolutions within 4 weeks. Joseph Otsen reports.
Almost every tertiary education union in Nigeria is currently entangled in one form of industrial dispute or another. Many of them long-standing, either with their parent institutions or with the government, over better working conditions. The Nigerian Labour Congress believes the time has come for these unions to speak with one voice, harmonize their demands to strengthen negotiations and fast-track resolutions.
We have agreed to set up a coordinated team and then ensure that we embark on national campaign henceforth. But to conclude it, we have decided to give the federal government 4 weeks to conclude all negotiation in this sector.
We'll meet in 4 weeks as NLC. All the organs will be called and they will take reports from us as well as other unions that are currently or about to start discussions with government. They will take report from us and then a decision will be taken ultimately. So that's how I think it's going to go. I cannot say at the end of this week, because our warning strike ends this week. I can't say at the end of this week we are not going to take any action or we're going to take an action.
We are ready to continue to submit ourselves to the superiority of collective bargaining.
Either government or trade unions, we must come to negotiation on same level, same platform.
With the NLC now stepping in as the chief mediator, all agreements reached during these engagements will be binding on every union involved, ensuring a more coordinated approach to resolving crises in the nation's tertiary institutions. In Abuja, Joseph Otsen, NTA News.
And the National Universities Commission has formally recognized the University of Innovation, Science and Technology, Omuma, Imo State. Dennis Adeguloye reports that Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma cut a fulfilled figure at the ceremony where he expressed gratitude to the NUC for giving youths in the state an opportunity to develop their ICT and entrepreneurial skills.
Imo State, with its rich and evolving higher education landscape, before now had 7 notable universities that drive academic excellence, research and community development. With this formal recognition of the University of Innovation, Science and Technology, Omoma, Imo State, there is high expectation from the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Professor Abdullahi Yusufu Ribadu, that this standard is sustained and even surpassed as the world becomes increasingly technology-driven.
It is indeed our shared responsibility to ensure that this university becomes not just another addition to the list of universities, but a true center of learning, character building, and societal transformation.
A very big honor for me the opportunity to show gratitude.
For Imo State Governor Hope Uzodimma, this is a prayer answered given the keen interest of youth in the state and in general to be properly educated so as to contribute meaningfully to the growth of the nation's economy.
In this school, digital school, innovation, you will graduate in a particular discipline. Maybe cyber security, maybe web design, maybe digital online marketing. And the meaning of that is that you don't have to begin to carry a bag to everywhere looking for who will employ you. As soon as you are graduating, you are fit to go, to be in position to now begin to employ people. So and that is the kind of thing we need now, to create entrepreneurs, to create startups, to develop technologies, patent some of them, and generate money from things like that. I think it is very, very necessary. It is a necessity.
There was a call for all stakeholders, including government officials, university administrators, staff and students, to work together to ensure that the institution flourishes and upholds the highest standards of academic integrity. In Abuja, Dennis Adegunloye, NTA News.
Let's pause for a break. More reports in a moment. Stay tuned.
They are bold. They are creative. They are shaping the future. From classrooms to global stages.
Welcome to today's episode of The Conversation That Matters.
Nigerian youths are making an impact like never before. We are duty-bound to promote ingenuity, courage, and patriotism. Join us
for a live telecast. Please stay tuned.
$12,000. As a result, was rather presented with an award of integrity by President Muhammadu Buhari, a man who is by every standard a trailblazer. Indeed, a very fine example of incorruptibility and worthy of emulation. Sir, we appreciate your integrity, our Chief Ombudsman. If you intend to make that a clap for the Honorable Chief Commissioner, please let's make it a clap for him. We're being joined by Ombudsman from Zambia, Hong Kong, Angola, and Pakistan, respectively. Representative of the Honorable Minister